and we're in here in these walls that represent a white Jesus that oppresses humanity.
He may not be white, may not be black, may not be red or brown, but it's to who we look at as a sure enough liberator.
I mean, I appreciate y'all showing up, but the fact of the matter is this is just more bullet wounds being sutured up with Band-Aids. We've been dialoguing with the racist police and the racist governments for how long? I'm Chicano, which means I'm part indigenous, which means that we were here before 125 years, however old this church is. Yes. And let's be realistic here. Slaves were brought over to this land by Christopher Columbus, you know what I mean? And the place, what was the boat called? Does anybody know?
What's your point?
It's called Jesus Christ. That's my point. We are here in a settler colonial spot right here, asking our oppressors to help us get our freedom. We got 6 months, all right, so 6 months more of dialogue, and what's that going to do? We've been talking for how many months? How many years? How many decades? Christianity has a part to do with the genocide that made this country. And we're in here in these walls that represent a white Jesus that oppresses humanity. All right? And this is my perspective. And if you got a problem with that, that's fine. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is we got the head of the PPA here, who's basically just kowtowing to a racist institution. He just wants his slice. Charlie Hale's Rant is essentially, y'all know what the definition of fascism, right? Corporation and melding of the state. Charlie Hale's worked for the city, pioneered this streetcar, then leaves the city, and where does he go work? For the same streetcar that makes money off of the city. It's so apparent that we live in a fact.
I appreciate you getting to the question, but if you,
I get cut off when people want to make a statement. They can make a statement, but I'm getting cut off when I'm talking about some real things. Can you step back? I didn't get my chance.
But could you get to your question? Because then I want to answer and address some of the things that you said, sir. So go ahead and ask your question. In the meantime, get the bulletin cover from last week with the black Jesus on it.
Okay. If you're offended by that.
Now I want to address what I want to talk about, what you said. In this place, and in this particular faith community, we represent a Jesus of many colors. He may not be white, may not be black, may not be red or brown, but it's to who we look at as a sure enough liberator. Now I know where you come from or what you do, but you can't assume what other people think and believe. Because if that's what you're doing, you can't think for me or anyone else in this room. That definitely isn't solution-oriented. So you need to work with the process of Do Not Shoot Portland, come up with some community action points that you can address, and quit being all over the map, my brother. Because that was Columbus's problem. All over the